And dating one of his clones, maybe, who also wants to kill him.
Hey, everybody. We're talking X-Men here, but we're not playing X-Men tonight. That might be some other time. We'll see. In case you're wondering why you stumbled into the middle of this conversation and why I'm the only one who's talking now, except for Jeremy, who's laughing in the background, this is Final Show Films. We're very professional. We run a very tight ship, and we never say anything stupid off the cuff.
Penis.
My name's Jack, and I've had the privilege of playing with these folks for quite a while now, and I hope you're enjoying watching this as much as I enjoy being here and attempting to herd these maniacs. If you want to support us in making more stories, you can contribute to our cause over at patreon.com/fsfilms, at least as long as Patreon continues to exist and doesn't keep doing dumb shit. I also want to thank our current supporter, Cat Waterflame, Samantha Bates, Trevian Alexander, and Elle, who help us so frequently at our $25 tier. If you want your name to be yelled out, sometimes in places like this where we're trying to introduce a stream while watching people do weird stuff on my Zoom call, you can contribute over there at the aforementioned link. Now, we're getting ready to show you some video credits that I worked for almost 5 minutes to make one time, so I hope you enjoy those too. And then we'll be back for introductions. Have fun.
We're live.
Not a Wraith story.
Thank God.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Changeling the Lost in Grove or Green, the World of Darkness chronicle that we're running here on Final Show Films. My name is Jack. I am your storyteller for the evening, and I am joined together by a fantastic motley of folks, starting with Julia.
Hi, I'm Julia, and I am playing Alana, the fairest dancer, and the newest member of the Unlikely.
And William, or Shawnee.
Hi, I'm William Orshani, and I'm playing Phage O'Flanagan, the Ogre Gristlegrinder, and Javernal Sovereign.
And Mara.
Hi, I'm Mara. I'm playing Liz, the wizened oracle.
And Sen.
I'm Sen. I'm playing Akujin, the ogre metal flesh blood brute, who's aiming to be the this season's casualty for the Motley.
And Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I'm playing Megan Lansing, Draconis Ferris, who was always aiming to be the casualty of the season.
And Holly.
Maybe this is like not a goal we should aim for. Hi, I'm Holly. I'm playing Lark, Beast Windwing, supportive of everyone making it through the season alive.
Look, we've had one
Alana will find a way
And
to
the player
resurrect you.
characters, too.
We've had one casualty per season. We can't break that chain.
And, as always, trans rights are human rights, Black Lives Matter, believe women, believe victims, and this stream is not powered by Sirenscape currently. But last time we were in Baltimore, the Motley Unlikely are beginning to find their feet after the advent of spring in the city. Phage has heard the first of what will likely be many requests and proposals as our current Vernal Monarch, while Alana was the initial member of the Motley to learn about a recent spate of serial murders happening, courtesy of a potentially previously deceased Motley member. Lark and Liz have been doing some mystic research at the Autumn Archive with help from several NPCs and are trying to learn more about various supernatural events and concepts, especially as regards the potential actions of Fey keepers in the region. Megan confronted a changeling named Mbaku about her recent aggressive behavior and emotional status, and Akujin has found the Motley's first solid lead on who is killing people across the city. All these individuals are invited or expected to assemble in the evening at the night gallery for the first standard show after Phage's coronation, as somewhere in the city, a radio crackles to life. The night is dark and full of terrors grim as perils pull upon a puppet's strand, when death's sharp blade reaps sundry souls for him who works to serve as his unfeeling hand. For in suspicious eye of royalty, all things can gain an aura dangerous. The friends who mean to show us loyalty appear as subtle, false, and treacherous. But as the evening begins to grow darker, across the city, standing on the back porch of a row house, a girl probably 19, maybe 20 years of age, is on a phone talking to probably a friend, maybe a partner. No, I'm not really feeling up to it. And obviously Melissa's going to be there, and you know she's a piece of shit. I don't want to hear her going on and on about her boyfriend. Yes, every single fucking time she's in public. It's like, she should get over the... Yeah, no. Well, I got invited by Tim, and obviously I'd like to... Exactly. So, but if it wasn't for that, I would not be showing up at all tonight. Seriously. No, for real. I would do anything to get out of going to this place. And then there's a voice. Done and granted. And a phone clatters to the ground.
Well,
And then there's a beat of silence. And a hand that a minute ago was made of just twisted grasses, blackberry briars, and chain link fence reaches down, now full flesh to human eyes anyway, and picks up the phone. No, sorry, I just dropped it accidentally. Yeah, no, so I'll be there tonight. Yeah. Got to see if I can't get in Tim's pants. So, all of you, we resume the corner of a construction site where Akujin, with the help of a Spring Court member called Flish Flash, has just gotten a clue as to what separates this serial killer from the probably dozen other ones that are currently active in Baltimore. He carries the hedge with it.
Is there a do I know if there's a trod near where we're at right now?
Go ahead and give me an intelligence and occult. Do you have any hedge specialties?
No.
You can either do intelligence and occult -1 or intelligence and streetwise -2.
Only one of those ends up with more than 0 dice, so. Zero successes.
Not to your knowledge. You don't
Yeah.
know of any nearby. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
so-
plenty of things you could see that you could easily employ to make a gate into the hedge, but as far as permanent pathways of a trod, not to your knowledge.
Do I have a list of all the locations of where the bodies were found?
I believe you had acquired that information. Yeah.
I'm going to text the group chat those locations in from the one that I'm at to furthest out, and then list of locations, comma, space. Are there known access points into the hedge near any of these locations? Send that. Then after that, send another text to the group chat that says, our serial killer is using the hedge, is using a part of the hedge to kill people. So that gets sent to everybody. And then looking over at Flish Flash, did the wind give you a direction of any kind?
No. The most it could tell me was what happened here. We don't know really. It can't give us that sort of precise.
Yeah. All right. So, looking for accesses into and out of the hedge, although literally any doorway would
She
work.
points at like
Yeah.
archway, gap in fence, door,
Yeah,
right,
no,
yeah.
I know literally any doorway would work, but ease of access, thinking of trods.
You get back a part and then eyebrow raised emoji.
Really quick text. Stabbing people with a wooden implement. And I'm just going to let that sit.
From the hedge.
Yes.
Okay.
Um,
And then a separate text from that doesn't hugely narrow it down.
Liz has been typing this whole time. Just
That's the
gonna write a small
right, yeah,
essay.
there's still
Exactly.
there's a little bit
I'll
of
get
tease,
to it.
yep.
Don't worry.
I am very excited for it to come up as so, or just
Right,
a
yeah.
single word.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Noted.
because yes, they could be to Flish Flash. Yes, they could be using literally any arch, but if they're using a piece of the hedge, if it's one of the hosts, then it doesn't matter. If it's not, then a trod is going to be more likely to be the easier way in and out.
All right. Well, we should probably let the queen know. Are you going to be at the? Because I can update her at the
I just texted
commons
her.
tonight, but
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'll be at the commons. And I'm gonna ride around for a bit, see if I spot anything.
okay.
But yeah, I'll see you at the commons. Thanks for the
It
help.
has to
Right.
do with us or me or someone connected to us. It starts with an 8 is an infinite loop, and it's around like a center, and the center is usually you, or you as in a bigger thing, or you as in all of us. We need to start retracing. Akujin, do you remember any 8s when we ran over Alana?
The entire
I.
text.
No, there's a second one. It just says I, the lowercase.
Right. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That, she ran out of characters at that point. Right.
Do I remember anything relevant to an 8 when Liz almost ran over Alana?
Give me an intelligence and composure.
I, the player, do.
Or when we came out of the hedge, I was going to ask Acacia.
1 success.
Let's let Julia give the answer then.
You were 8 inches away from hitting Alana with the car.
Oh.
I text back, I didn't escape with you all, and then we were 8 inches off from hitting Alana.
I know that.
Also didn't escape with you all.
I
Text
know
some
that.
gibberish.
8. Shit. So there's a bunch of
Hang on a minute. I'm counting people.
dots again.
I'm not insane. There weren't 8 of us total that escaped the hedge that time, were there?
Phage, Lark, Liss, Neofly,
Mm-hmm.
Nero, and
Gale.
Gale.
No, there were
6. Okay.
yeah
6.
Yeah.
because
Then you met Adele
Yeah.
after you exit.
Adele was
Yeah.
already out.
And then you gained Butterfly later.
So that does make 8 in the original season 1 associated gang.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. If you're counting
Although-
Butterfly.
Was Butterfly? Did we find Butterfly in season 1? I thought.
You
You-
rescued Butterfly about halfway through season 1, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Goblin Market.
Yep. Had her in a cage.
Keep an eye out.
Lark. Yeah, 7, 8.
I think it's. There have been privateers before. If it's a repeating pattern,
So you had asked if any of those places were just to clarify the preset. You had asked if any of those locations were near Trods of Light, correct?
Yeah, if there's any easy access to the hedge, yeah.
Jack,
do
do
we
we
know?
know?
Anybody who wants to can give me an intelligence and occult.
Hopefully you're all smart enough to know that he doesn't mean any doorway.
Right. I don't know if it got heard, but Alana just sent a text of gibberish.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was hard.
A success.
One for Liz.
Nope.
This
The
tracks
damn
list
seven.
One for Lark.
Those 2 7s for you, Connie.
Yeah, I know.
With 1 success, based on your guys' knowledge of where Trods are accessible in Baltimore, you don't see anything particularly close. Like, you're talking at least 4 or 5 blocks, if not more, from any Trod that you guys are aware of. And the orientation of where the bodies got dumped.
So I just send the shrug.
Shrug emoji.
Emoji.
Also, no trods.
No, suspect no Trods anywhere near them.
4 or 5 blocks away, not 8.
Close enough. Address?
Uh,
The one that you can see, Liz, is there was a body dumped in Wilson and Edding Park, which is at the corner of Wilson Street and Division Street.
okay, I'll give that information.
Akajin, who are you going with?
And then where's the Trod at in relation to that?
The Trod from that pops out in the behind the Robert C. Marshall Recreation Center, which is down on the corner of Pennsylvania Avenue and Dolphin Street.
Okay. So I in response to that, actually doesn't respond to that text. He just gets on his bike and drives to the. He's riding to the Trod, and basically his objective is to go from the Trod to the nearest body drop, and take as many routes as he can discover between those two, as many ways as you could go between those two, and see if he spots anything that sparks some occult similarity, like anything that has significance of 8 in it or something like that, or anything that just sort of stands out as, oh, that, based on the person who was murdered here, that'd be a good place to murder them. Like, just trying to, he's basically trying to find any amount of clue that might exist between Trod and where the body was found. Because he doesn't think they were murdered at the Trod. He doesn't think they were murdered necessarily closer to one point or the other, but his current logic is, again, unless it's someone who just doesn't give a shit about where they come out of the hedge, they're going to go for the easiest point of access if they're bringing a weapon, if they're bringing a bit of the thorns with them, and they're going to return to that easiest point of access. So he's hoping to find something, anything between that and the where the body was actually dumped.
So for the first, I will say, let's say 8 minutes. Every 2 minutes, there is one question mark sent, then 2, then 3, then 12. Then fuck you, and then she's heading in to that direction.
Okay. Akajin, I want you to roll me intelligence and academics.
Okay. So it's a chance die.
Fair enough. This seems accurate.
Yeah. Zero.
Okay. Akajin does not know the word apophenia.
No.
It is the phenomena of seeing patterns where none exist. There are tons. Just looking at street numbers. You know, it's like, that house, you know, if you add up all of those digits and then you add them again, then you get 8. There's an 8 at the beginning and the end of the car parked outside. If you're just looking for occurrences of the number 8, thousands just in the space between that rec center and that park. Looking around, trying to find anything that jumps out particularly significant. Go ahead and give me a wits and investigation. While you're doing that,
at some point,
Alana.
At some point while he's looking around, he'll stop. When he gets to a point where he can stop, hopefully before Megan actually arrives, he'll just text back. Couldn't respond. Was driving. No one.
Alana, you're at the mansion. Give me a stamina and resolve.
Oh boy.
-3.
-3. Okay.
-3.
Been drinking.
Yeah, she has.
Yes, she has.
Not -9, Julia. 0 successes.
Okay. You are standing over a pool of blood in a carpet.
Good thing you still had
That
that
is-
one dice, because that would have been a crit fail on a chance die.
Moving and shifting in front of you. And you cannot tell if it's because you're drunk or if it's actually doing that.
Does she remember getting up here?
No.
Okay, cool. She's gonna take a deep breath.
The edges of the pool morph and contract. It's kind of a weird hourglass shape right now, kind of like a number 8.
Phone.
And then it blurs and separates. Now there's 3 of them, all the same shape.
Picture.
And then it shifts back into one solid mass again and continues to wobble.
This is just giving me spicy eyes, and she will try to go find a bucket and cleaning supplies so that she can
Sure.
get the blood cleaned up.
You can find those, absolutely.
She's going to find 2 buckets.
Okay. Go ahead and
she's-
give me, I'm going to say intelligence and crafts for this one.
Okie dokie.
One
As
for
you-
puking, one for cleaning.
Yes. Two successes.
Okay. You manage to remember some chemicals that are supposed to be good at this sort of thing. And you grab a few that you're pretty sure are the ones that you need. Give me a resolving composure as well.
I've cleaned up blood before. I don't remember why, but I've cleaned up blood before. What's a bit? 0 successes.
All right. You fill up both buckets. And you put the one with the vomit in the tub. And you go back to start cleaning.
Yep.
Do you do anything with that picture?
I think Alana is on a 1-track mind right
Okay.
now.
Fair enough.
But she is going to look at it.
Okay.
Um,
Give me a wits and composure -2. Because you are still pretty trashed.
yep. Zero successes again.
The shapes on there do not quite resemble the blood stain in front of you right now. No, that looks different. What I'm seeing in the picture is not what I'm seeing in front of me on the carpet.
Wanted to clean up the blood before anybody found this out, but this needs sending that to the group chat. Not providing context, just picture of.
So
Of
all
that.
of you, the group chat gets another notification, and you get a picture of Alana looking down at her phone. It's in self-portrait mode, looking very
Very drunk.
out of it to an
Yeah.
extent. You can't really tell drunk necessarily from a photo. It's a hurried self-portrait from a very unflattering angle. That's really all you get.
Fantastic.
I imagine Megan like having pulled out her phone like at an intersection when she stopped, looking at looking back to that way, looking forward to where Akajin is going. Fuck.
Meanwhile, listen, Lark.
Paige is already heading that direction. So.
That's true.
Liz
Uh,
isn't with Lark.
Oh, that's right. Liz,
Lark.
Liz had already left. Yep.
Noted.
No, Lark had already left.
Or Lark
Uh,
had already left. Liz was still
While cleaning, Alana is going to be bitching just sort of over and over again. Damn Ghost showed me what it was, but not where it is.
there. Amazing. So Liz, you're still at the archive, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which meant I couldn't have sent those texts. Unless I've stepped out at this point.
You would have had to have stepped outside. So
Yeah,
if you sent the
yeah.
text, we'll say you're outside the archive currently.
Okay. Yep. All right. They've all left.
Mhm.
Okay.
You are on your lonesome because everyone left without you.
Yep. This is why I need a car.
Technically, you didn't come with us. You were just
No,
there.
I didn't. I assumed you would take me back with you because we were gonna meet up there, and this is
Nope.
This is X Factor levels of bullshit, you guys.
Quick, Liz, run through a wall instead of using a door.
I am going to look for a bus stop and then attempt to figure out which bus stop it is, and then attempt to figure out how
no.
I can use that to get back to the crack house.
Oh no.
Give me an intelligence and streetwise for Liz.
Okay.
Aiming for the crack
that's
house, not the
funny.
commons.
I do have a dot in Streetwise, which is very good because otherwise it would be bad. Okay. Still not great, but 2 successes. I can
Where are
read
you
a map.
trying to get to?
The crack house.
Yeah. Nope. You look. You see where this bus line closest one goes.
Mhm.
There's going to be one change, and then another line that'll take you a little ways out, and then you have to walk down the block a little bit. But yeah, no, this should probably get to you to your to the crack house. I mean, 45 minutes maybe.
Okay. All right. I can do that. I have some
All right.
change, I think, probably in my pocket. I have resources.
How many dots of resources do you have?
I have 2.
Yeah, you can definitely afford a bus pass.
Yeah. Okay.
The 2 that are provided by our pledge.
I think only
Yep.
one's provided by your pledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, only one.
Really? Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Regardless.
Somehow you snuck your way into a dot of resources.
I don't remember this. I might
You
only have
tripped and
one
fell
because
into
does
money.
not have a job.
I think she like sells her shit that she makes, or she was doing some regular like street art
Yeah. I
and
think that was a
panhandling for
thing.
it a bit.
Yeah, basically.
Either way.
All right. I'm going to sit and wait for the bus and try and think calm thoughts.
Okay, give me a resolving composure then.
No, and maybe it is just plus 1. Hang on, let me double check the media blessing of resources.
Nope. There's 2 ones in there.
I was gonna say there's some stress building.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay.
But you get on the bus, look around.
Oh no, it is
Roll
plus
me your
2. It is
weird
plus
as well.
2 resources because it's plus 1 empathy, plus 2 resources.
Okay, cool. I haven't looked at the page in a while. It's balanced, whatever it is.
I got it here, yeah.
1 success.
1 success. Okay. You sit down in the bus. Where in the bus would she sit? Front, back?
I would like to be able to see everyone else on
That
this
would be
bus.
back.
So all the way in the back.
Okay. Go all the way into the back.
Listen, you can do it from the front. You just have to be sitting on your knees on the seat.
Yeah, it's
Right.
a medial blessing of resources. It is
Yeah,
plus
but then
2
I can't see the bus
resources.
driver.
You can do it from the front. You just have to be holding on to the front of the bus, looking through the windshield.
That's fair. I'm used to the max where there is the driver in the front and the back.
Mhm.
It's so
Ah.
there's somebody behind you no matter where you are.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm used to different ones.
Yeah. You sit down
Or
in
if
the
it's
bus
the one
in
with
the
the
back.
accordion, then you sit in the middle where the accordion is because that's just
Right.
really fun.
Yeah.
Right, yes. Yep. You try and quiet yourself. And then you hear the bus's teeth chattering.
Okay.
The bus is also nervous, you can tell.
Okay. It'll be fine. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna start talking to the bus.
Give me a presence and empathy,
Okay.
we'll say.
Calm the bus down.
Yeah, like a horse.
Horf.
Yeah. 1 success.
Good old
Horf.
horse.
Poor Horf.
Fucking unbelievable. To this day.
The shivering that the bus is experiencing smooths out a little bit, and you feel like, yeah, you can feel the bus's pulse through the seat. Its heart rate slows a little,
Good.
and then the bus very calmly just reverts to a normal, non-animate bus anymore, and
Okay.
everything is okay.
All right. Great.
Yep. Okay. Lark, you and Barnaby had headed off where? Where were you wanting him to take you? Back
We
to
were
his
going
place for
back to his
for a
place.
quiet night, right? Yep.
Yeah, because she does not want to go to the thing
Okay.
that night.
The rest of the crew of the Godforsaken are getting ready. You see Sarah Bloodred getting on her trademark smack you in the face with how scarlet this is lipstick. And getting geared up to go put in an appearance at the Commons. He has a couple quiet conversations with the motley that he leads. And then you guys are left to your own devices. He takes you upstairs and finds you a comfortable seat. What are you in the mood for tonight?
Stabbing you with a thorn I took from the hedge.
I mean, you can absolutely try.
That's what we're calling it these days. Somebody had to say it.
No, they didn't. Really, they actually did.
But we're glad it was said anyways.
I don't know. I want to get my mind off things.
Okay. Let me make a roll for him then.
How many drugs?
No. We're just going to see how good he is at reading what sort of situation would be helpful for Lark right now. Click on the thing, you piece of shit. We love these character sheets. Thank you, whoever designed these. He manages to keep you entertained and largely distracted from the tension that's threatening to overwhelm you with everything that's been going on in this past period of time. We move then to the night gallery.
There was a conversation that needed to happen with Phage and
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
No.
because Phage was coming to pick up Alana.
Something's happening at the night gallery that you guys need to be aware of to an extent.
I was like, nobody's there right now, right?
Right. Oh no, none of you are there.
Yeah.
As a call rings in and Will Turnover answers the phone. Night gallery back at house. Yeah. No, we're having a open house show tonight. Cover charge at the door. Yep, like usual. Are you on our list as company? Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure. No, yeah, I know her personally, actually. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine. We'll just get you listed down. Okay. Well, we'll see you this evening then. Phage. You get a text as you're driving. From your girlfriend. Confirming there's a show tonight?
Yeah, there is. Like at a traffic stop. There is
Private or
it's open house if you want to come by.
Cool. Okay to bring friends?
Understand that if they're mundanes, that's the inherent danger there, but yes.
I can keep them close.
Just keep an eye on them.
There's rules still, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Unclaimed mundanes are sort of in that gray area, though.
Do I need to put in a reservation to claim them?
I'm trying
You
to
know that the standard pattern for that is either you talk to the bouncer, or you talk to Leaffinger.
Yeah.
And he makes sure that everybody knows what's what.
Yeah, I'll get me names and I'll talk to the bouncer or leaf finger when I get back.
It's mostly done by hand stamp. Everybody gets a hand stamp, and unclaimed mortals get a particular color.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she'll text you a list of names. There's Jared, there's Melissa, there's Regina, and there's Timothy.
Just like goes down, and she'll also send back. We need to talk some poli-sci stuff when we get a chance. Apparently, there's no infrastructure in this place.
Don't talk dirty with me when I'm with my friends. Right about now, you're getting back to the mansion. Meanwhile, Megan,
Yes.
where did you end up choosing to go?
I did remember that. Well, instinct is go check on Alana because apparently ghosts and alone in the house, but fate is going there,
Mm-hmm.
and I need to go kick an idiot's ass. So I am heading towards the place I was heading to before.
All right. So you haven't technically diverted course.
No.
Give me a wits and composure then.
Go kick Akajit's ass.
You'll hurt your foot, but you can definitely do it.
I mean, you're talking about you're talking about somebody who is used to that.
Right.
Nope.
And
That is zero
Akajin, you make
success.
one too.
Wits
I'm
composure.
too annoyed currently.
Right? Just drive, grumble, drive.
3 successes.
You have gotten to the would you have been setting your terminus as the trod entrance or the body dump spot?
He wouldn't be stopping. He would
Okay.
be heading to the trot entrance and then basically repeatedly tracing routes between that and the body dump location,
Okay.
trying to spot something, anything that calls
So
out to him, basically.
All right. You're paused at a stop sign, and you see the next block over Megan's bike just go right through, headed towards the park where the body was dropped.
I will redirect to follow Megan.
Okay. You catch up within 2 or 3 minutes.
So
Megan, would you have like parked at the park, or would you be like doing the cruise and look?
No, she's stopping there. She's
Okay.
gonna. She's
Go
assuming
ahead
he's
and-
investigating
Right.
So-
Go ahead and
the body drop.
roll me weird +2.
Okay. 2.
Okay. You pull up to the parking meter, stop, kick out, look at the meter just to see if there's any time on it. There's 3 zeros.
Okay.
And then one of them, the middle one, sort of drops to be just a smaller, the little square at the bottom, like the bottom half of an 8. And the other 2 blink at you. And then the numbers start to change. And it stops with 1, 1, 1. And there's a little ding.
Okay.
Apparently the city likes you today.
Fair enough. All right. Do.
You start walking into the park and you hear
Yep.
the rumble of another motorcycle behind you almost immediately. And Akajun pulls up on his bike.
Either a serial killer or, I mean, it is, but not the one that I would not the bad one.
Pulls up, kicks out his stand, just leans on the handlebars and looks over at you. Pulls the helmet. He's got that skull that skull helmet gas mask
Right.
that he always wears. Just sort of reaches up, and pulls that off, looks at you, and just and complete deadpan. I thought we were supposed to travel in pairs.
Go fuck yourself.
Well, I've been cruising back and forth between that trod and here, trying to spot anything, and nothing that's jumping out at me.
Have you actually looked at the dump site yet?
Not yet, but when looked at the one that I looked at with Flash, the elements in the area basically just gave us an idea of the person that did the dumping rather than anything that happened before or where they came from.
The person that did the dumping significant.
Yeah, that's how we learned that it's someone that's carries the hedge with them.
I mean, I really all right, so obviously that could be a privateer.
Yeah.
It could be a non-privateer.
It could
Be one of those who's not a privateer. It could be I hate to even fucking say it.
Yeah, I've already thought it.
But we literally just dealt with a person who got caught in the hedge and went insane.
Oh, I was thinking it could be a host, but if it was a host,
Yeah, that
then,
too.
If it was a host, then none of this tracking will make any difference. So
Right. So that's why you like, what? My point is, I don't think. Well, we should definitely keep an eye on Trod's entrances to the hedge. The number ones that we don't know of any Trods around. I'm willing to bet it's somebody who just got something from inside the hedge and is out here going around doing killing. You sent a whole bunch and we only know of one near a Trod.
yeah, it doesn't mean there isn't one near the others, but
Right.
they're too spaced out and random for.
Are they random?
I mean, the drop sites are. We don't know where the murder sites are.
We're gonna have to get a murder board.
Yeah. But and you seeing him now the first time you see him in a little bit, you can also now see that his main is in that like slightly more armored warrior aspect than he
Right.
normally is in.
Because we need to plot out these drop sites. They might seem random, but maybe they're not.
Maybe.
And maybe we can get something off of that.
Just realizing how
Because
I'm just realizing how very lacking my skill set is as far as investigations.
yeah. So I've got other people that you can rely on. That you don't, go off without by yourself. Do you know how many people in this motley die when they do that?
Yeah.
You fucking idiot.
He sort of shrugs.
Both of you give me I'm going to call it intelligence and streetwise.
Okay.
As you consider both within and without the motley, who might be your best resources for investigating.
I mean, I'm considering Liz.
We can handle this.
Yeah, Megan, you're like, there's 6 of us plus one partially sane person. We
Among
can
the
cover.
Yes.
Right. We probably got this. Oxygen is somebody who's kind of got your squad, your gang out canvassing. It occurs to you that having more eyes would likely be very helpful. The problem with eyes, of course, being the more people you have watching, the more obvious something usually, the more obvious that watching tends to be.
Yeah.
And then you remember a throwaway comment from like a while ago that there's somebody in the keyhold who actively has built themselves effectively an army of watchers that do not attract attention at all.
Someone in the winter quarter.
And he usually lives on the roof of the night gallery.
Yeah.
Have I ever actually met Duncan? Or
Drummond.
Drummond. Sorry.
I think you were at Adele's funeral, weren't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone was.
You Drummond was present there.
In
You know,
fairness,
In fact, I think you gave Drummond a drink at that funeral.
yeah, I think you did. Yeah, never mind.
Okay. So yeah, so like just looking around thinking about it. We should go talk to Drummond.
The bird?
Yeah.
Wait, didn't Drummond escape the hedge with us? Didn't he like actively talk with us during the hedge?
No.
No.
I know there was a thing that we talked to on the escape.
that you talked to in the hedge.
Yeah,
That you
Harold the
that you
gargoyle.
you chiseled Harold the gargoyle off the side of a factory, and released him. Drummond, Lark, I think, accidentally let
Liz.
him in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Was it Liz?
No,
Yeah,
it was
either
Lark.
Oh, was it Lark?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it was Lark.
Yeah, Lark was requested to open a hedge gate for some people who were
That's right.
leaving the night gallery, and
Yep.
Drummond
There we go.
fucking jumped at an opportunity that he saw.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an intelligent talking bird that probably has an army of birds that can be spies.
Yeah. And if anyone is familiar with where a body drops, I imagine it's a bunch of crows.
Speaking of, good point. Speaking of which, Sage should definitely talk to Drummond about setting up an army of spies to serve for her as
like that's-
as Spring Court Queen.
I feel like that's more of an autumn thing or a winter thing, really.
I mean, yeah, they're better at it, but that means you don't do it at all. That doesn't mean you don't do it at all. That's like saying, well, the Summer Court is really good at fighting, so let's put all of our weapons down for spring.
I mean, fair.
Meanwhile, Phage,
Let's go
you
to the
arrived at the
gallery.
mansion.
I will head in.
Excuse me as I get popcorn.
Yeah.
Give me a wits and composure.
Step inside. Wits and composure. No successes.
Yep. The house is dead silent.
Yeah, step inside. Alana.
Alana, you can give me a wits and composure -2.
Drunk individual.
Hyperfocus.
That's a bad combination. Drunk and hyperfocus.
Man,
Mhm.
one
Ah,
success.
Right.
Yes, it is.
Alana, you hear the door shut downstairs and a voice.
Does she recognize the voice?
Fortunately, you've got a knife in your hand.
When did I get a knife?
You don't know.
Amazing.
It's the spirit of Adele.
Just gonna peek out of the office and look down the hallway.
Whoever this intruder is, they haven't made it up the stairs yet.
She's sort of starting to walk in and try and see if she can find Alana. To be fair, hearing Phage walking through a building is probably not intimidating considering her size.
Yeah.
Dum.
Okay, so now we're running on animal instinct, and she will just sort of flatten herself against the wall in the office and flip that knife underhanded.
New modern
Okay.
rule: no more drinking for Alana.
Phage,
No.
give me a wits and composure.
That's the wrong lesson.
Standard. Again.
I think that's the right lesson.
4.
No, the lesson is don't let anybody get super drunk alone in the ghost house.
Alana, there is a
I've
heavy
certainly done that.
reverberating tread.
You're
Down the
exempt from
hall.
that rule. It's your house. You can get drunk in your
Thud.
own house.
Thud. Thud. A shadow begins to loom.
I am super here for
And-
assassination attempts.
Drift into the room. It spreads, covering most of the floor. Impossibly large, impossibly dark. A
So here for
vast,
this.
echoing void of inky blackness that could swallow somebody whole, and you can barely draw your eyes away from it. Phage, you come around the corner, you look into the office. Alana is backed up against the wall with a toilet brush in her hand, just staring at the floor, where there is a mostly clean, you can still see like the outline of a stain of some sort.
Hey there, girl. You all right?
Alana, you blink and Phage is standing in the doorway. Apparently she scared away whoever was coming in here to kill you.
Look down at my hand.
You've got a toilet brush in your hand.
Sort of just toss that towards the bucket. It's been a night.
I can tell.
It's
still
6:30, by the way.
She's not going to dispute that, though.
Yeah, no, fair.
I might have drunk just a little too much.
There is a palpable odor of alcohol wafting through the room. Slightly undercut by the bleach and Ajax smell, but still.
Let's get you some water, shall we?
That would be fantastic.
I will help guide Alana downstairs and get some water for her.
Okay.
The key is when you drink, try to keep the ayahuasca out of it.
That is important, yes.
Or
Absinthe
put
is
enough
much
into
better.
it that it won't matter.
So she will just chug the entire glass of water, set it down in front of you, and push it back towards you.
Fill it up again.
You suddenly realize that the stomach acid taste is out of your mouth for the first time
Oh,
since you filled up that first bucket.
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right. I've seen a couple of people that wasted before. I understand. Have you eaten anything with all you've drunk?
She just sort of. I had half an apple for breakfast.
So no.
I went to go kick the wrong idiot's ass.
I mean, it's better than some of my high school days.
So I'm just gonna lay down some facts for you. I
Okey-dokey.
understand watching your weight is an important thing for an idol kind of thing. Without food in your stomach, you are already very light. alcohol will hit you twice as hard.
It's good to know.
Also, while eating disorders can keep the weight off, cocaine is much better and more fun.
Facts.
Depends on what you mean by better, I guess.
And quite frankly, if I'm being completely honest, the idol scenes could use plenty more plus-size people in it anyway, but that's neither here nor there.
No, over the past couple of weeks, I've been trying to catch up on everything because 10 years has passed and I'm way behind on everything. But there's a plus size idol group out of China that's like super fucking cute. What were we talking about?
You need to eat some food.
Right.
I will see if there's any food here that I can make a quick meal for.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
not. Oh.
Oh, no, there's not? Okay. never
No,
mind.
Clark
Not
doesn't
my
keep
house.
food in the house. No, she orders out for everything. There
Oh,
might
Right.
be
right.
leftovers.
Yeah. Mhm.
And
No,
it was,
anything
it was that way
anything-
beforehand, too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no. And Adele wasn't known for keeping much of a pantry either. That's true.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to keep that tradition alive.
Yep. Mhm.
You need alcohol. She's got alcohol.
Yes.
What is
It
it
is-
with these girls in stocking nothing but booze?
Adele, wherever she is like, I knew I willed the house to the right person.
It's what you would have wanted. Mhm.
Like,
Damn it.
I get the appeal of alcohol, but at a certain point, this is ridiculous.
No, it's not. It's never ridiculous.
How long do we have before the opening night?
Half an hour. Mhm.
Fuck. All right.
Of note, Alana is in like short shorts and a tank top, and her hair is a fucking mess.
Yes.
You want to come to the Commons tonight?
She's sort of, you see her like trying to recall something. The night gallery. Yeah, we can go. That'd be fun.
Cool. Go get dressed and sort of run a brush through your hair. We're gonna stop and get food on the way.
Taco Bell, and she will just go upstairs.
That's sort of what I figured.
Yeah.
There's either that or Crystal.
And crystal meth will also help.
Helps
Yes.
keep the weight off. Yeah. Right. Yep. Mhm.
Crystal, the fast food place.
The fast food place called Crystal.
Yes.
Crystals. It's knockoff White
it's-
Castle. It's
Yeah, I was
White
gonna say
Castle we have at
it's
home.
Southern White Castle.
Oh.
Yeah. No, they don't have those in Baltimore. Sorry.
White Castle then, at that point, yeah.
They don't have those in Baltimore either.
Really?
No. Oh.
I mean, if you're looking for lots of food for cheap, like
They
it's-
absolutely have White Castle in
good
Baltimore. I
bulk
just looked it up.
Do they? Do they
Yeah.
now? Holy
They
shit.
actually do have White Castle in Baltimore.
I'm
I was gonna-
very sorry, Baltimore.
There's one on Perry Hall Boulevard, apparently.
Look,
Their poor,
sometimes
their poor plumbing system.
there are many times where you will need bulk food quickly, and there's very little bulk. There's very little places where you can get bulk food quicker than a White Castle or Crystals.
Taco Bell.
Also, you guys are going to
I
the
said
night
bulk
gallery.
food.
Remember.
I said bulk food, not bulk diuretics.
Yeah, but Phage needs to get something heavy enough to soak up some alcohol into this woman fast.
Need some fat in that girl.
Okay. So you guys throw yourselves together and head to the night gallery. Liz, you got back to the crack house.
Yay. Okay. All right. I go in. I check, see how Butterfly is.
She is hanging upside down. She has somehow managed to climb over the banister. And you know how kids will hang upside down from the backs of their legs on like a monkey bars?
Ah, yeah.
She's doing that, but like through off the stairs
Uh-huh.
themselves,
Yeah, no,
upside down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had
mhm.
siblings.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh god. Hi, you don't fall.
No, I float.
You don't gravity. It's
We
a
all
thing.
float down here.
Oh no.
Have you seen any eights?
It's just a game of go fishing.
Go fish. I'm glad we all thought the same thing at the same time.
Eights.
Yeah.
Eights like pizza?
No, like the number.
Oh. 79 has an 8 in the middle.
Yes. But not recently.
No, always.
Oh. Between 7 and 9. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, 70.
I was trying to figure like is the halfway point at 79 contain an 8? No, it doesn't. It was like between
No.
7 and 9.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, you got it.
Okay, good. Are you just gonna keep hanging there
Yes.
for a while? Okay.
She kicks out and immediately her wind wing takes over and she floats down to the hallway floor.
Mhm.
I can make 8s.
No, please don't.
Oops.
Oops.
I've made like 6.
6.
Out.
Oh.
In the head.
Okay. Cause
Is that too many?
No, that's a good amount. Don't.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
6 is 9 while it's drunk.
Yes. I need glamour.
I'm bored, so yes.
Can you come with and keep watch?
I'll watch for 8s.
Good. Thank you.
I'm driving.
We have a car?
No.
Okay. We should get one.
Yes.
I'm gonna call Lark. Lark,
Okay.
it's a ring.
So, Lark, you're in the middle of whatever you and Barnaby are up to, and your phone rings.
I'll
It's
back
funny
later.
because I had an idea of what they're up to.
Fantastic.
Metaphorical stabbing with a
Ah, she's gonna glance to see who it is.
This is Liz.
It's Liz.
I will. Okay. She answers phone.
I can hang
Hi.
on.
Hi.
Can I have enough money to buy a car?
Right now?
Yes. I need
Oh,
to travel around and I had to take the bus home and the bus was very upset, but I calmed it down, which was great. I'm very good at this, but I would like to not have to take the bus everywhere
can
and
someone
people
just
left
give
me
you a
behind.
ride tonight and I can get you a car tomorrow?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Click.
All right.
Throw phone back to the bedside table.
Exactly. Liz, you hang up the phone and turn
Mhm.
around. Butterfly standing behind you with a crowbar in her hand. Let's go get a car.
No, Lark is going to get us one tomorrow.
She kind of shows you the crowbar. Lark doesn't have the keys.
She will.
Tomorrow?
Yeah. But tonight she is going to drive me anywhere I want.
Okay. She sets the crowbar down.
I like
leans
how
it
that
up
was what was taken
in-
from that. It was, someone get you a ride. It was specifically Lark is going to get me a ride.
She sets the crowbar down in the umbrella stand, kind of pets it on its little curved head,
Yep.
and whispers to it, "You're gonna sleep here tonight, and Lark's gonna take you tomorrow."
Yes.
Lark might take you tonight.
And then what does Liz do? Just wait for her ride to show up?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All right. 7:00, we get to the night gallery. Phage, you have a very rapidly put together Alana,
Yep.
who is making her way through whatever Alana gets at Taco Bell as you guys come in.
All right. Stay away from booze for the rest of the night unless you want to be puking up whatever you just ate.
Okay, Mom.
Look, not everyone has a tolerance like I do.
Some of us don't have any.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me a
Still here for
me-
bratty Alana.
give me a break. I'm 16.
That makes it worse.
She's also not 16.
Yeah.
Which you're aware of.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, but also that would make it worse.
Currently,
Oh, I wanted to have a conversation with you.
Currently, Phage, as you're walking up, Vision Kane is on bouncer duty currently,
As-
with Wanderwind kind of backing him up.
I will give Vision the list of people that are accompanying Paige tonight.
Okay. Kind of gives you a nod. That massive crystal ball with 0 facial features on it of a head that he has. But the voice just comes out like normal. All right, we can get that handled then.
Those are friends of acclaimed mundane. Please don't freak them out too much, or we'll start having questions asked.
Any of them in Sorcel?
Only Paige is ensorcelled.
No, I know Pages. Yeah, she's here all the time.
Yeah.
But no, if they're not, what the fuck are they gonna see?
Don't freak them out regardless.
Yeah,
The people start asking questions, trouble starts happening.
yeah. Well, Leaffinger's got that on lock.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah,
Just-
no. I'll make sure they get the blue
previous
stamp.
weird shit's happened.
Oh, it's us. Weird shit's always happening.
Yeah.
Going. Your kingdom awaits.
Fuck, I'm gonna get that from everybody.
Look, I'm Summer. I don't know what the fuck you want me to say.
You know what? Don't worry about it.
He just kind of waves you in, and you feel more than see kind of a grin of a vibe radiate off of him.
I will make my way in as I sort of lead Alana along.
Okay.
So what was the thing you need to talk about?
It's nothing really huge, but like, I want to thank you guys for letting me into the Mate. And the way I was always shown thanks or was told to show thanks when I was growing up was food. And I heard that you're rather good in the kitchen, so I wanted to see if you wanted to cook a family meal with me for us to have.
I would absolutely love that.
Fantastic. How good are you at Korean food?
I've had it several times. I can probably recreate it at least a little bit by taste.
You're gonna learn some things.
I'm excited. And she'll walk him over to the bar with Will Turnover and just sort of sit her down at the bar, but then look at Will and say,
What are we having?
she's dry tonight. She's had way too much already.
That doesn't sound like what I do.
I know, but I'm putting the warning out here because we don't need her throwing up in the middle of the event.
Do you want me to fix up an anti-alcohol for her?
That'd probably be better.
Excellent.
That's a
Okay.
thing.
It is
Sweetheart,
it is when Will's
darling.
concerned.
Precious little princess, my sweet, sweet spring child. The only way you can drink more than you should is if you've got something to get you undrunk while you're drinking.
Go back to the pet names. I like that.
Sure thing, Tiger, Slugger, Champ.
There we go.
Any interesting news over while I was gone?
Not much, Sergeant. Captain.
You know what? I'll take it.
No, we've got some people coming in. House looks like it's going to be plenty full. Plenty of folks that are coming in can be harvested, seems like. And yeah, we're going to start pulling the line back in just a few minutes.
Anyone unusual showing up?
I mean, unusual how? Like just new people or weird people, or we don't have any out of towners. We don't. I mean, the newbies that have shown up, all of them have been fairly well accounted for.
Either or. There's potential trouble brewing, and I'm a little leery of anyone who I haven't seen all that often.
I mean, I saw Madrigal down there. She's not usually here, but she's and still doesn't have a motley as far as I know, but she's decent with our folks. She's a member of the court, so I'll keep an eye out though if anybody strikes me weird.
Yeah, just let me know if you see anything suspicious. Just trying to keep people safe.
Righto. Sounds good. Can do. Will do. All right. Yes. One sweet sobriety coming up. Meanwhile,
Thank you, Will.
what? No pet names for me?
Thanks, boss.
Now that I can handle. Akujin and Megan.
Yep.
You guys roll in right about now.
Okay.
Do I know that Lark's not going to be here tonight?
Not that you've heard, I don't
There
think.
was a conversation that was had.
Was
She
that-
would have sent just a brief text that just says,
Okay.
sorry, can't make it tonight.
Gotcha. Okay. So yes, you do.
Then as we arrive, Megan, hey, could you help me out with this real estate deal?
Sorry, what?
Lark's not going to be here tonight. She was going to help, but I just need assistance with funding. We're trying to buy a location for the Knights of the Squires of the Broken Bow.
Oh, you just need someone to write a check.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Once you've got things set up, find me. I got you covered.
Hey, you two! As Paige gets out of a vehicle, followed by 4 other humans.
I will. I feel like cigarette in mid-light.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Paige.
Guys, this is Akujin and Megan. They're friends of my girlfriends. This is Tim and Jay and Regina and Melissa. And it's both of the boys are wearing Towson Lacrosse t-shirts and look like they have the brains to match.
Great.
And then Melissa and Regina are both in kind of one of them has very dark curly hair. Regina does. And Melissa's is just kind of this half green on the top with some blonde coming out the bottom.
Okay.
Pulled back. They're R&M here work with me at City Hall. They're new. And
Nice.
so I wanted to show them around. But they both got assignments there. And Tim and Jared here are friends from college who needed something to do tonight. So, and if you can believe it, none of them have ever been here, so had to.
fantastic.
Yeah.
It is great to meet you all. I hope you guys have a good time. And I'm just gonna
You
lean
guys
in.
probably have stuff to. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm leaning in just a little bit to Peyton just Marine. Keep them away from Mbeku.
right. Yes.
Probably
Absolutely.
probably fine, but better safe than sorry.
Right. Okay. Well, you guys, Akajin and Megan have like people they need to meet, so we'll see you inside and around and stuff.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Just
And
wave.
she, yep. And everybody, all of them seem to be in full party mode, effectively.
Perfect.
And get their hands stamped and stuff, and get let in ahead of. There's a decent line at this point, probably at least 20 or 30 people deep, and they're slowly starting to get people checked in.
Do we see the color of the stamps in their hands?
They're getting blue ones,
Which is mortals.
which
but
is claimed.
claimed-
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
All right, let's head in.
Yep.
Okay.
Or I head it. Rather, I head in. Yeah, you might want to wander off by yourself and get killed.
Of the whole motley, I'm the least likely, but yeah.
And that
that'll
is where we will take
definitely
a
make a
break for the evening.
All right, those of you that are watching live, please stay tuned for these commercial messages. Remember, when we take our break, you take yours. So stand up, stretch your legs, move around, do whatever you need to do, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. we're back. A dinosaur story.
A Macaulay story.
I write sins not tragedies to the tune of Phoenix.
Sure, why not?
And
need this
as
yesterday.
as like an AMV of the X-Men movies, specifically around Jean Grey.
Okay.
Honestly, the SMVs of Phoenix with Jean Grey are not generally very good.
Well, that's because they haven't been I write sins not tragedies to this instrumental of Phoenix.
Which is why it's very appropriate that you hear the opening strains
Oh no.
to Black Parade
Fuck.
as you come into the night gallery.
Which is the verbal
Played-
component when Gwynplaine casts Heart of Darkness, which is a ninth level necromancer spell.
When I was a young boy.
Anyways, continue.
Played piercingly with a deep level of melancholy on a solo violin. Tonight, Sally Halfpence is teaming up with Cantata in order to give a tribute concert of various popular numbers. After which, the dance music version portion of the evening is going to be conducted by someone who none of you have ever seen on stage before. But the murmurs begin to go around that Hushabeth is going to DJ tonight.
That's out of character.
So that's what sort of entertainment you all can expect.
Fair enough.
Question
Give
here
me-
is whether that's a good thing or a bad thing.
An intelligence and socialize from Liz.
Okay. All right. It doesn't automatically do the mind. It does automatically.
It does.
Do the
It
minus
does
one.
automatically do
Okay,
the.
I have to
the
add
subtraction one.
-2 because I am wizened. Oh wait, I would have to. That'd
Yeah,
be a
change-
chance
change-
die. Let me
that'd be a
reroll
chance
that.
roll.
Sorry, hang on a second. Ugh. Nope.
Okay. They'll be here any minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But you all come into the night gallery and people begin to move around, find drinks, listen to the music. And Phage, you get approached by another petitioner. Stepping up is a fairly new changeling to the Freehold. He's got a sort of mantle of feathers that goes and tapers back to a smallish pair of kind of awkward wings. The edge of the feathers goes very ragged, and he's got sort of a L-shaped neck that more pushes out and then rises vertically. A little bit of kind of a tonsure of feathers around his head where hair would usually be on a human. And a faint pointed beak. Very vulture-like aspect to this individual. His name is Kettles. Your Majesty, I wanted to talk to you about some of the situations here. I have an interest in funeral services and undertaker's duties and that kind of thing. And it has been raised to my attention that we don't have any sort of internment center for our folks in this city. And I know it's kind of a bleak topic that people don't always like to talk about very, very much, but the way we treat our dead says a bit, I think, about who we are as people.
That it does.
Yeah, the fact that that's sort of just left up to whatever, and we don't have any provisions in place for that sort of unfortunate but all too common situation, kind of gave me a bit of a tingle in my head, and I thought I'd bring that to your attention in case. I suppose that's the sort of thing that a lot of people don't think about, but if you hadn't considered that, might be worth looking into, figuring something out on that front, depending.
Are you offering potential services?
Well, I mean, I know a bit about it. I mean, my time, not sort of, but I don't have. I'd be willing to help out on the working side of things, but I don't exactly have any property to my name or anything of that sort.
Fair.
And there's ways we could obviously take a spot on the far side if we wanted, and do the work necessary if we didn't feel like trying to acquire real estate and get permits. And I suppose you probably need permits for that sort of thing in the city. But anyway, just wanted to put a bug in your ear, as it were, and let you.
It's struck me that in our first year, we've been so concerned about survival, we've neglected to put an eye to the things that help it in the long run. It'll certainly be something that's on my mind, and I will keep your name in mind when I get around to addressing it.
All right. Well, if I'm ever hard to get in touch with, you can just talk to any of the other witch wicks, and they'll pass that along.
I'll keep the Motley name in mind as well.
Thank you, ma'am. And he kind of lurches his way back off into the crowd. Megan,
Mm-hmm.
what are you up to?
So it's a little late to get a murder board set up. Therefore, that will wait for tomorrow.
Okay.
I am going around and checking on Muttley.
Okay.
Making sure everybody who is either here or we know where they are. And seeing how
you will
people
very
are doing.
quickly realize that no one has seen Liz.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So, easiest person to spot currently is Alana, who's just sitting
Okay.
at the bar.
Yep.
Unless, as soon as the music started, Alana quit her seat. I don't know. Okay.
No.
And then scrolling back through the group text, everybody's accounted for except Liz.
I'm going to send a text and Liz. Where are you?
Hi, I'm at the house.
Are you by yourself?
No.
Do you need anything? Actually, I think I would have actually just called.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So this is
Hi.
Doing yeah. Hey,
Hi.
how are you?
You can hear music in the background.
I'm okay. I'm waiting.
You doing okay?
Uh-huh.
Are you coming to the commons?
Oh. Lark was gonna pick me up. I don't know. It's loud there. And there's nothing to do.
Sweetie, Lark
Besides-
said she wasn't coming. Did you not see that
I
part?
talked to Lark. He's gonna come pick me up.
Okay.
Give me a wits and empathy.
All right. Yep.
for Megan, I'll
Yep.
say.
I don't think it's gonna be super hard.
No.
How deep does this
Uh,
communication error
Li-
go?
Liz just came off a very stressful bus ride and maybe wasn't paying too much attention.
2 successes.
Yeah, Lark.
Yeah,
that
Lark-
doesn't.
no. All right. Well, tell you what. Let me give you a call back. I'm going to check on a couple of things.
Okay.
Well, hang up. Send Lark specifically, not the group.
I send
The-
I call you back.
Hey,
Hi. We don't talk a lot.
no, we don't. Not a whole lot lately.
This is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's really good.
I have to kill a thing in a mirror. Can you teach me how to fight better? Because
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I want to
That
pull a
is-
sword out of a stone and
Are we talking any
In-
sword, or is there a specific sword that you
in
want to
my
pull out of the stone?
dreams. I can pull things out of dreams, and I think I can pull a sword that can probably hurt it. What
Okay.
better than because I have a gun.
Right. No, for
But-
sure.
Give
But
me
that-
your wits and
that'll-
composure,
Sword.
Megan.
You want a sword. All right. I don't want to do this. I'm like waving over at Alana. Hi.
Right.
I do love the attempting
2.
to parse.
2 successes was your
the-
threshold. You hear in the background of wherever Liz is right now. And she should be known as Rightwise King of England.
Amazing. All right, so if you can pull a sword out of the dream, we can definitely work. I can definitely help you get good at using it.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Yeah, no, for sure. Tell you what, give me just a minute. I'm gonna check with Lark on some things, and I will give you a call back, and I might be coming over to give you a ride.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
I will
Okay.
call you back.
Okay.
Perfect. Hang up. You know what? I was gonna text, but no, sorry, Lark. You get a phone call.
All right. So for the second time, there's an interruption. Lark.
What?
Hey, sorry, I do not mean to be interrupting, but did you tell Liz that you were going to give her a ride to the Commons?
No. I told her
Did
to
she-
get a ride.
Oh, fuck
First,
me.
she asked me to buy her a car. And she wanted me to do it like now. And I was like, no, I'll do it tomorrow.
Ugh.
Do I need
Megan, you're
to
getting a
give
call.
her a ride?
Okay. Hold on just a second. No, I will go pick her up. You're fine. Have your night.
It's Liz.
Yes. Liz is on the other line. I'm gonna let you go. Turn off don't turn off your phone. Mute your phone. So nobody else, you can ignore anybody else that calls. I will just, if there's an emergency, I will come over there. That's
mean,
how you'll know it's
You
important.
can call Barnaby if there's an emergency.
Also, he has a phone. Yes. Anyways, I think Liz is going to freak out if I don't answer. So
Yeah.
do your thing. Have a good night. Hang up. Hey, Liz, what's up?
Hey, we don't talk either.
Butterfly.
What should we talk about?
What do you want to talk about?
Lark doesn't have keys.
Keys to what?
The car.
What car?
Liz's car.
Liz doesn't have a car yet.
No, we're gonna get Liz a car, but You need keys to get into the car.
Right, but you have to buy the car before you get the keys.
No, I have the keys right here.
Tell you what,
Yep.
I'm on my way over. We can talk when I get there.
The keys will be by the door.
Okay. I'll talk to you in a minute. Well, in a few.
Okay.
I
Talk to
Alright.
Liz first.
Yes. Hang up.
I love Butterfly so much.
I
Walk
think
over
she
to the
likes you a
car.
lot. I think she's very good friends with you.
Yeah.
Can I get a drink, but a small one? I'm going to be driving.
You want it to not look like you're drinking while you're driving?
I'm not going to be drinking while I'm driving. I'm driving a motorcycle, so that's going to be hard.
Oh. Don't you have like a Camelback or something?
I'd rather not. It just something.
It's true. The rubber just absorbs the flavor and then everything tastes like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Flask.
Sure.
All right.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Akagen.
Yep.
You go inside. Who are you looking for? Or what?
Well, that's the second person that Akujin had for the money part of that deal who is now going to have to flake on him.
I was looking for John Coffin.
Okay. Yeah. No. You can find him.
Yep.
He's up on.
Maybe
the,
you can catch
mezzanine
me
level.
before I go.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Akujin. Excellent.
As I'm
So,
heading over towards him, I will text Megan. Meeting with Coffin now. If you can come over and like indicating where on the floor we're at.
corner table upstairs. Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
At that point, I'm going to text Sage. Somebody needs to pick up Bliss. I've got like 3 things to do. And I know you've got 20 things to do. Because here you are. But you can delegate. That's your job.
Paige texts Akujin to go pick up Liz.
So circular.
Who's not available in the motley? I'm going to assume everyone.
Everybody.
That's what I thought.
They don't have.
If I could go, I would. No, wait. And then there's going to be no, wait. He's going to be. I said I would. If I don't show up, she's going to be pissed. He's just going to have to wait for like 15 minutes. It's
I was
fine.
about to say, is there anyone that Liz would trust to pick her up other than us?
It's fine. I've got it.
Okay.
All right. So John Coffin gives you a grin, Akujin. I was looking at the premises, took a drive by, and based on what you were telling me, seems to be a pretty decent spot. Obviously, you've got access at the place diagonal across the intersection. And I think we can manage an arrangement on reasonably favorable circumstances. Did you have any questions or concerns before we start this process, or anything you wanted to ensure did or did not happen as part of the sequence?
Don't want to deal with a landlord because obvious reasons.
Okay, so you're looking to buy outright.
Yeah. Wanting
Okay.
to, I'm going to need to set up, this I can do on my own, I think, but I'm going to need to get paperwork to establish a HEMA gym sort of at that location. Make sure that it can get zoned for that if it's not already.
We make a roll for Coffin on that one. Right. No, that's a perfectly decent cover.
Yeah. Figured it'd be a good excuse for a bunch of people carrying swords regularly.
I mean, it does stick out a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll also help provide some income, but
Sure.
for the non-folk in the
You have
likely be
you
involved.
have IDs and names on the paperwork there.
I don't know. I, the player, don't know what would be involved in that. I'm not sure. I don't know if Akujin would either.
So for that, unless Akujin has taken over his previous life effectively, having a government verified identity, more or less.
Yeah, as far as he knows, his
Um,
previous life was in Japan. So
Right. So you would need at least a couple dots probably in the new identity merit. If you want to do anything legally or on paperwork that can stand up to any level of scrutiny.
I do not. He'll just say out loud.
All right. We'll need to make sure whoever's signing can then.
Yeah.
So obviously check with your motley mates first, see if anybody's willing to handle that sort of thing. Better is better, as they say.
Megan
But
gets
you
over
know.
here. I look over.
Yeah,
Do you want to have
bankroll's
a,
here.
Do you
Oh,
want to
hey.
have a Do you want to have a gym in your name?
I mean, yes.
Do you have a government issued ID that is actually yours?
Yes.
Cool. All right.
I've just come to the realization that being the illegal immigrant that I am has complications.
It can. I got you covered. How quick? Okay. How quick is this gonna be? Because I need to go pick up lists. If you guys need to talk this out and it's gonna take a while, I will go and then come back. But I don't
think
want to
we've
leave her
got a
hanging.
I can cover some things with Akujin here to make sure that the paperwork gets drawn up in the right fashion, and then we can look at initial offers. I've laid a bit of negotiation groundwork there, and I think we've got ourselves a decent open door. But the window of opportunity on that is limited. So, but yeah, no, if you've got to pop back in half an hour or something, we've got plenty to cover in the meantime.
Yeah, limited as in
Week or so.
cannot. Or yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Mhm.
You guys do your thing. I'm not needed here now.
But
So-
at least we know who to refer. Our M. Lansing.
Yeah. Fuck. And Megan will just go in, grab. Yeah, I'm gonna be driving. I need my fucking license.
Let him take a picture of it.
He pulls out a cell phone. Let me take a photo.
Yep.
All right.
Here's everything you need.
Great.
Actually, no. Before Akujin, picture. No offense. You're fine. Don't trust you. That don't know you well enough to let you have a picture of my ID on your phone.
All right.
I take-
Reasonable.
I take a picture. of
Nothing
the-
personal.
No. Whatever.
All right, I'm out, and I go exit stage right.
There we go.
Meanwhile, Phage.
Yep.
Paige comes over with her quartet of friends, couple from college, couple from work, apparently. Hey, everybody, I want you to meet my girlfriend. This is Phage. Yes,
there.
we've heard all the jokes. Nobody open your fucking mouths. Okay. And they all introduce themselves. She's like, these two are with me at City Hall. Just got started this week. They seem great, and I wanted to show them a good time. Tim and Jared here. A couple of folks that I know from school, and they're still kicking around doing, and Jared's like, yeah, no, I got a pretty decent gig down at the stadium working with the Orioles on therapy. So that's been fun. Living the dream. Pretty excellent.
Storyteller.
Yes.
I know that inherently Changeling can only sense their own fetch.
Yes.
But Phage is on edge and worried that anyone near anyone she cares about might be a threat right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of these people smell or sense odd to her at all?
Let me check a ruling real quick. What is your clarity at?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Sorry, you said clarity. My brain auto-corrected to weird, and I was like, fuck.
Oh no, if I had 7 weird, there'd be no question here.
You could, if you're keeping an eye out for shit like that, you can do a kenning.
Yes, please.
You spend a point of willpower, and I secretly roll your clarity to detect just what you notice in the area that's inherently supernatural.
I would like to do a kenning, please.
All right. Spend yourself a willpower then.
I have done so.
Okay. You said your clarity is 7?
Yes.
Okay. Ba-da-bum-bum. There's a lot of supernatural happening here. None of these people read as fetch.
At least not immediately, and I'm unaware
Not
of how many
immediately,
successes I
yep.
got to get there.
Mhm. You have no idea how many successes you got.
So for all I know, it was 0.
Could have been. But you do kind of have that sense of awareness around. So it's not like, oh, I think I'm reading supernatural stuff or trying to, and I'm not getting any. You are getting some feedback just from being in the commons. There are actively people harvesting glamour within like arm's reach of you, and you can feel that.
Yeah.
You know.
But if there is something weird here, it's better hidden than that. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Go ahead and give me a wits and empathy, however, as you're sort of just getting a vibe on these people.
That I'm very good at. May I spend a willpower on this?
Yeah, for sure. If you're focusing down, you can grab those extra 3 dice. Do you have any specialties?
That's a good question. Not for empathy, no.
Okay.
3 successes.
Timothy and Jared are both very much eyeballing Regina. Melissa thinks that Jared is very cute. Regina, honestly, is not really paying much attention to the guys. She is much more interested in, you would honestly say it's even Stevens on whether she's feeling more drawn. You can't read necessarily, oh, romantic type of attraction or whatever, but to either Melissa or Paige.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you get off 3 successes.
So Regina's the one who is sort of indifferent to the guys, right?
Yes.
If I may, I would like to invoke Cupid's eye.
Okay.
Which is going to be my wits and weird versus the subject's composure and weird, assuming they have any weird.
Okay. All right. So they would need to roll. You said wits and weird for you?
And composure and weird for them.
Composure and weird for them. Okay. Go ahead and make your roll then.
Well, fucking dice hate me.
Okay. There's a chance they could.
They could always botch.
Well, I mean, no, they don't. It's not a chance to die.
Oh.
Okay. And invoke Cupid's eye is which type of
Actually,
contract?
there's a question. I don't know if there will be any modifiers on that. It is the first dot of Fleeting Spring.
Okay, gotcha. Fleeting Spring. Here we go.
Page 149.
Let me look at text on that. Cupid's eye. Da-da-da. What's in weird? Contested. You have not kissed them, so you do have to spend the one glamour.
One glamour.
You don't have a pledge with them. Okay. And are you looking for any particular kind of desire? Are you looking
I'm just trying to read what's in what they're focused on right now.
Okay. The glamour just kind of slides off,
Yeah.
and you don't get any purchase on that. Yep.
That's fine.
You can always
I can try it again
spend
later if
and
I
try
need to.
again. Yeah, if you want to.
but
Yep.
For now, because I'm low on glamour, I'm just gonna let that slide.
Okay.
And she's sort of listening to the conversation. Can I get you some food and drink? You look a little hungry.
That sounds great. And Jared, who's the one that is not working at the Orioles Stadium, I think, is like, yeah, no, let's take rounds. Absolutely.
Yeah, and she'll snap a finger and indicate to whoever's nearby to start serving.
Okay, sounds good. Yep. All of them slide a card across the counter. Both of the guys do. And one of them waves at Regina, who's like fumbling in her purse. No, we got you guys. We got you both. It's good. And so Melissa and her.
Oh no, please.
Smiling.
A lot of you are on me for tonight.
You sure?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And Will kind of just gives each of the cards a flick with his finger, and they spin back into the hands of the two gentlemen. Adele, you've gotten to, or Adele, Jesus Christ. Megan, you've gotten to the crack house.
Stop spoiling our secret plan to bring Adele back.
Adele, you've gotten to Barnaby's house, and
Say this is a huge plot twist.
Yes.
you float up to the window and stick your face through.
Yeah. Pull up.
Yep.
Good. When you get a text on your phone and you look at it and it's from your mother and all you can see is Israel.
I mean,
No,
I got a call from my mom asking if there was any way I was going to be able to make the family reunion in Florida. And then when I said no because they want to kill trans people, her response was, "Well, you could act like you're not trans."
Oh my fucking god!
Doesn't work like that, Mom.
Yeah, some conversations you just you don't engage. But anyways, yes, I walk up, head in.
There's a pair of changelings standing in the front hall.
Hey.
Hi.
Hello.
Sorry, it took me a little bit. I got slightly delayed at the club. I'm now realizing this might be tricky.
Keys. She points at the umbrella stand where there is a crowbar sitting in it.
Butterfly's
Oh
idea.
no. Oh no. Those are the wrong kind of keys. Those are the keys that get you in jail.
Don't get in jail.
Keys get you out of jail too, right?
Not that kind.
Nope, not that kind.
I need glamour.
Okay.
I need to harvest glamour.
I was going to make mashed potatoes.
Ooh.
Sounds good. How
She walks off to the kitchen.
Where do you need to go for that? They'll harvest differently.
Sleeping people. The Commons isn't good for that.
Commons is real bad for that.
You
and
do
if
know
it's
that
good,
Phage has mentioned that as Vernal Sovereign, she can give you a boost for your harvesting if need be.
Mm-hmm. Still not good at it, and she doesn't really like being there right now.
And if the Commons is good for sleeping people, then we need to go find people who are making them fall asleep and beat them up. But fortunately, I don't think that's the case.
People need to sleep.
I'll explain that later.
Pots banging.
Where are
She's making mashed potatoes.
Is it? I'm not loving the idea of leaving anybody by themselves right now. You're gonna be good? Do you think?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, you harvest. Where do you typically go?
I sort of anywhere. I do art sometimes, but that's very public, and I haven't done it in months. I harvested.
What time is it right now?
Right now, it's about
7:30.
8:30, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Senior centers. That's where you'll find the right number of sleepy people right now.
Yeah.
All right, we're good. Hop on. We're going to the nearest hotel. There's gonna be someone asleep in there.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I can
Okay.
practice breaking and entering.
Sure.
That's good. I need practice.
So we're going to a shitty motel then, where they don't have cameras. Got it.
Well, the house has cameras. Akujin pointed them out. So maybe we should go to a nicer one so I can practice.
I can help you. I can help you get better at avoiding cameras, but maybe we shouldn't do it when we're doing supernaturally things that we might not want to have to answer questions about.
True. Yes.
Cool.
One thing at a time. Okay.
Yep. So we're heading to the worst hotel I can think of in the city.
Okay. Give me an intelligence and streetwise.
Okay.
How are we getting there?
Motorcycle.
Oh boy.
Listen.
It's gonna be clinging very tightly. It's a
Uh,
stranglehold.
You know what? I will spend a willpower on this.
Okay.
Good thing I spent a fucking willpower on it.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
You find an absolutely dog shit roach motel.
Perfect.
I'm not even going to name it.
Good. It probably doesn't have a name. Everybody
Yeah.
refers
Yeah,
to it
It
it's
as
says
just-
motel.
It just says, no, it says
Fun.
motel.
Ah, yes.
That's why everybody refers to it by the corner that it's on. It
Right.
is the Church Street Hotel or
Right.
whatever the case may be.
So, you guys get to a very dark, very poorly lit parking area outside of a hotel that any sensible health code would immediately shudder. What's the plan, Les?
Are you just gonna listing? Do you have any way to? Are you gonna have to break into rooms until you find someone asleep? Oh no.
I need to touch someone's temple while they're sleeping. I don't have any glamour.
You don't have any?
No. I used it all.
Liz!
trying-
Oh God.
Leaffinger is very good at fixing things. So I spent a lot of it. All of it.
Oh. Sweetie, you've got to let us know these things.
Try
Because if you tell us, hey, I don't have my tank is running empty. Like
but I don't have a
completely empty.
car.
Glamour tank. It's a metaphor.
Okay. Yes.
If I am out of glamour, if you say that I'm out of glamour and I need your guys' help to get some, we will help. But we are all mentally damaged people who have our own shit going on, and we're not going to necessarily be good. We might notice, but but we're not going to notice. There's a good chance that we won't because we're all too wrapped up in our own shit.
I need help getting glamour.
Okay. Let's see what we can do.
Usually, I just try and find people sleeping at the library, but the library is closed now. I can lockpick.
You know, this is a better and worse option. Hop on, we're going to the hospital.
Okay. She'll hop on.
I can run we'll walk through. When we find someone, I will run interference while we've got you covered. You're gonna be fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. We're heading to the hospital.
All right. Going in, there's a couple hospitals in Baltimore. Do you go to the big one? Do you go to Johns Hopkins?
No, let's do like a smaller resources. Smaller probably has less resources. We're less
Okay.
likely to encounter trouble there.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. So you go to there's one at the University of Maryland Medical Center, which is honestly the closest one to where you guys are at. And go ahead and give me either manipulation and subterfuge or stealth and dexterity, depending on how you plan to get inside to the actual hospital wards proper.
Manipulation plus subterfuge it is, because she is
Okay.
going to go in and I've got a
Right.
Am I making that roll as well?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Right. What was the other
You
option?
both got to make it you both got to make the same one.
What was the
Dexterity
other
and
option?
stealth is the other one.
Never mind, dexterity and stealth. I'm realizing somehow that I don't have subterfuge. Never mind.
Good.
We are
'Cause
just
I'm much better at that.
we walk in like we're supposed to be there and avoid
Yeah.
everybody.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
Confidence.
All
Yep.
right. Roll it.
One.
One success.
So it's a success.
That is
It
a
is
success.
what it is.
Oh wait,
You're still
hang
rolling
on.
the
There was
chance
still one
die.
chance. Yep, I just realized it. Hang on. Let me do that again.
Hey, 4
Hey.
successes for
Yep.
Liz.
4.
Yeah. Liz, you're just basically clocking where everybody is and keeping Megan's body between you and them.
Yeah.
Right. And Megan, you just square your shoulders, look straight ahead, follow the signs without really looking at them as best you can, and walk with confidence. And you guys are in.
Perfect.
Go ahead and Liz, you're just trying to do what?
I'm trying to find someone who looks very fast asleep.
That's easy enough to find. It's late at night at
without
the
anyone
hospital.
else in that room.
Okay. All right. Takes you guys a few minutes, but you managed to narrow down a target where it looks like there's an older woman, probably mid-50s, and seems to be, she's got, the head is on the pillow, the mouth is slightly open, there's a snore coming out.
Perfect. This
What?
way.
Right, got it. Yep.
What is Liz trying to do to modify this person's dreams in order to gain glamour?
The bus felt nice. Calming the bus felt nice. She's kind of trying to do that. Like it's this stressful probably being in here. It'll be okay.
So it'll be okay is the antithesis of getting glamour. You want heightened emotions that you can harvest.
Oh,
Feed on anxiety. So feeding on someone's emotions, if I'm not mistaken, also helps lessen it for them.
No.
All right.
Yeah. Then I'm going the opposite direction.
This isn't
feed on,
world of
feed on that
puppies.
anxiety. Yeah, feed on that anxiety.
It's not gonna be great.
Okay.
I want to play a world of
I
Puppies
might kill this
campaign.
person.
Go ahead and give me manipulation and intimidation.
Oh, I'm bad.
Unless you've got a better option.
expression? Can I use expression? It's the expression thing? I'm not like trying to scare her by myself. It's like I'm just trying to use what's there and just kind of play on that.
In that case, that would be manipulation and empathy, I would say.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay.
All right.
Do you have specialties in either of those
Um,
that would apply?
no, but I do have like the harvest harvesting through dreams is my like specialty.
Okay, you can add your harvest dots to it. Yep.
Okay. I have a die. Let's do that. 3 successes, and if I can, I would like to use my willpower thing to get full up on this because
Okay.
I need glamour.
So you're using the luck token to make it an
Yes.
exceptional success?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Spend a willpower and you push in and you find those residual fears. And you craft this dream of this woman where effectively, the doctor comes in and gives her the worst news possible. The heart rate spikes. Not enough to like send off alarms on the EKG machine or anything, but
Good.
the breathing gets rapid in her sleep. And you get 5 glamour.
Yay. Well, that was easy.
And you feel that coin in your pocket go cold, like it always does. While this is happening, Megan, go ahead and roll me weird.
Okay. Hold on just a second. Nope.
All right. You don't notice anything else. Just watch Liz quietly reach
Well,
out. Her
I'm keeping an eye out for run interference in case like nurses come up, whatever the case. Make
Go
sure
ahead
that
and give me a
nobody
wits and composure as well.
Yeah, wits and composure. Deselect weird. Fuck's sake.
So you're just trying to keep an eye on everything.
Yep.
And then suddenly you hear the squeak of a cart that you had been looking the other direction.
Okay.
And there's a janitor who's literally practically already on top of the room.
Oh, hey, perfect. I was looking for some there was bathroom, somebody had an accident.
Oh. Wait, in here?
It was down the hall.
Okay. Yeah, no. I'll let somebody know.
Perfect, thank you.
And you see him get on his little walkie.
Yep.
Right.
Looking to catch a quick glance inside the room is
right. Liz is crouched down. Does not look past you though. And he just trucks on down the hall.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
As long as he's not like, all right, I did my thing. Now I'm going in here.
Yeah, no.
Because that was going to get awkward. I was going to have to like hit on him or something.
He's headed elsewhere.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
So glamour is gathered.
Yep.
For Akujin, Coffin goes over all the details with you. There's a few questions that he has regarding the vagaries of how things are going to get set up, whether you're trying to buy it under a business name of something that you've gotten, but if Megan's just doing the signing for it, that's not necessary. We can just have this be an individual property, and then everything else gets arranged after the fact between whoever's. And after about 20-25 minutes discussion, kind of stacks up his papers. All right, well, I think I've got everything I need. And I will get all of this over to the folks that will have to sign off on their side.
All right.
We can probably have something a couple weeks at least These things don't move quick, but
Yeah.
first step on the trail.
Thank you for all your help. Just keep me updated.
Can do. There will be some, you can tell Megan whenever she gets back, there will be some forms to fill out, notaries, yada yada.
Yep.
It gets repetitive and complicated, but we'll get her there.
I'll let her know.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Well, I am going to have a celebratory whiskey. You're welcome to join me if you like, or if you've got
I'm gonna
being
make
in the
rounds.
Queen's group to handle. I'm set here.
Thank you. And he just gets up and walks away. He's actually
Okay.
he's going to go upstairs to the roof if he can get there to find Drummond.
All right. You are approaching the back stairwell then. Phage.
You get stabbed with a stick.
Downstairs. You are just keeping an eye on things.
And she's also, for reference,
Mhm.
giving the mundanes that are with Paige the full 9 yards, getting them as much food and drink as they can handle, and then some,
Okay.
letting her ability naturally to affect people do its thing, and is going to see if she can get some glamour off of them. She is going to use her verdant ability on herself.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and give me a manipulation, and in this case, probably socialize would be more what's going on, because it's not just talking that's happening
Yeah.
here.
Can I use my bar specialty here?
Yeah,
Excellent.
you're at a bar. That'll qualify.
Manipulation, socialize, and then my harvest dice.
Mm-hmm.
I spent a willpower for my verdant gift,
There you go.
which gives me an automatic 4 successes here.
Mm-hmm. So 4 on top of whatever else you get.
Yeah.
How many are you down currently? Because if you
I
go
am
over, things
down-
happen.
I am down 11.
Okay.
I am at 1 of my 12 glamour.
Gotcha.
Unless I get an absurd roll, I'm not really at risk of over glamoring.
Okay.
Especially not like that.
Jesus. But still, 5 glamour.
6. Sorry, 5. You're correct. 5 glamour.
Yeah. Yep. As you sort of push that.
And yeah, Phage is experienced at the art of just not trying to force people, not trying to directly influence them, but sort of putting temptation there, letting them indulge on their own time.
Right.
Push themselves.
You're good
past
at
their own
talking
limits.
people into lowering their inhibitions.
Yeah.
Without necessarily forcing them into anything. And everybody in this little knot, the party is well underway, not only here but also around them. But this group of people, you begin to feel that sort of hunger, gluttony, lust. Those rampant desires start to amp up a little bit. You're able to skim bits of emotional energy off of those who are here.
Because she's still a little tense, does any of that glamour taste odd?
You're not noticing anything strange about it. And there's a group of people here that you're all pulling from, so it's not like you're like, oh, this one came from Jared and this one came from Regina.
It's just a matter of like, was any of that tainted at
right.
all? Yeah.
So yeah, you can just feel a sort of ambient sense of emotion on that one.
But it feels normal. Yeah.
Yeah. And the vibe of the scene is celebratory and indulgent right about now. Even Paige, you would say, is probably the source of some of this.
Yeah.
But still, you can't exactly tell, oh, I got so many from this person and so many from that person.
Yeah.
And
she's not trying to do anything in particular to Paige, but if she gets caught up in it, it's just sort of how the thing flows.
Mm-hmm. At which point, the artists who are on stage currently, Sally Halfpence and Cantata, finish their last song and take a bow, and there's applause. And then as the lights drop and suddenly the house illumination shifts into this multicolored, variegated, slightly oversaturated deployment, there's a voice that reverberates over. Now for tonight's primary event. DJ Frostborn in her first public appearance since 1999. And this ripple of EDM flares out over the audience. The electronic force that comes through has a cold fracturing feeling to it, like electricity running over a frozen pond and turning the entire thing into shards of ice. As a pair of curtains come back and you see Hushabeth there, headphones on, completely blindfolded, at a table, working a number of electronic, sonic, and auditory equipment pieces, most of which do not match anything you've ever seen utilized at this sort of performance before. There's wires everywhere. There's definitely things spinning, lights flashing, dials getting moved, and that sort of thing. But it does not look like your normal sound system for this kind of situation. But underneath it, go ahead and let's see who's there. Akujin and Phage and Alana. What do any of you have a clarity below 6?
Not me.
Mine is at 6.
Okay. Do any of you want to do a kenning here? You would have to spend a willpower point.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll run a kenning. Phage has been on edge this whole night.
Okay. All right. So we have 6 clarity 6 for Akujin, 7 for Phage, and how many for Alana?
7 for Alana.
7 for Alana. All right. Let me roll 3 dice pools here. All right, you can mark off those willpowers. Akujin, you're the only one who feels the initial push of magic that comes out of the sound system. Something in the frequencies here has something of glamour and fairy about it. Hushabeth has blended something into this initial blast of music that touches the weird. And there is a flash of energy, not visible, just a pulse of something that you can feel almost hit you in the chest and ripple through. As a number of people swap locations on the dance floor. But uniquely, Phage and Alana, there's a burst of shadow that swirls around, and you see a number of individuals that suddenly seem like they are swarmed by dark, shadowy figures, riven through with spiky, jagged silhouette edges that put you in mind of the thorns that you fought through in the local hedge. Phage, what is of the 5 senses of memory that you have of your Durance, which sense is the most tied to your memory of those events?
Taste and feel in
What is the flavor that you most associate with your Durance?
poison.
There is a chemical burn that rolls across your tongue and hits your gag reflex, which is something that you rarely, if ever, experience for a brief moment. Alana, same question to you. Of the 5 senses, which one do you tie to your Durance the most?
Touch. It was constant pain. She never got to stop.
That ache pulses for a brief moment right back through your legs and your shoulders and your arm joints.
Is
Looking
Phage
ar-
at the bar still?
Yeah, with her mortals. Yeah.
Sorry, Jack, I interrupted you. Go on.
No, you're fine. Keep going.
She's just going to shoot a look at Phage. Just an immense amount of horror on her face.
Yeah, she'll sort of her face, like Phage's face sort of contorts like she had a bad bite but she sort of subdues that and it sort of reaches a hand out and puts it on Alana's shoulder and it's sort of like a steadying motion.
And Akujin, where you're at in the upper hallway,
Yeah.
you see a number of shadows rush past you, following the path, the same vector you're on, as they look like some sort of weird predatory silhouette that's it's 2-dimensional. They're shadows that are running along the wall. Same with those thorny aspects to their outline as they scramble and claw their way out and under the door that's in front of you that leads, up to the spiral staircase and up to the roof. Came from behind and just whoosh, gone.
So first, do I recognize whatever Hushbeth was doing as something that Lark has done before or anything like that?
Not to your knowledge, no.
Okay.
This is a new phenomena for everybody.
So I'm following those shadows, and as
Okay.
I do, hang on a second. I'm just going to reach up and grab the dog tags that I wear.
Okay.
As I invoke, using that as a catch to invoke Armor of Elements.
Okay. Protect yourself against metal.
Yeah. Well, I'm using that to.
Oh, just increase your armor.
I'm using that to generate
Right.
armor. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Sounds good.
That's going to be this. Any modifiers? Success. All right, 3 successes. Yeah. So I
3 successes. Yep.
I am so my main is much more heavily armored now as my skin fully turns to metal. And I'm gonna follow after those shadows.
Okay, so now you do half your weird round up lethal damage by touch. Okay.
Yeah,
And anything that hits you
I have
suffers the
from
same
that as
damage.
well.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you get 1 point of armor. Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Cool. Phage, as you're downstairs, I'm gonna say I don't think Oh no, you'd be able to tell visually. Phage and Alana both can give me a wits and composure, as for a brief moment, these shadowy shapes swarm around several people here.
They didn't. The bouncers didn't take my sword. did
One
they?
success.
No.
Good, because I've got that on my back then still.
The one thing you guys are able to notice, none of the people who got swarmed were changelings.
Do I have a sense of whether that was an attempt at harvest?
No, not particularly.
Secondary question.
Mm-hmm.
Were any of the people that got sworn people I knew?
Yes.
Who in
Um,
particular?
Timothy and Paige.
Yeah.
Did they seem to be harmed by that?
They don't seem to have noticed.
Is Will at the bar right now?
Yeah, Will has stopped mid-pour and is just looking around, and then suddenly realizes and stops and catches himself before the thing.
She leans over and quietly to Will so that other people aren't hearing. Did you know she was going to do that?
I know she has some abilities, and I'm not surprised that I didn't expect that specifically, and I don't even honestly know exactly what that was.
I was kind of hoping you did, because that was going to be my next question.
That one's you'd probably have to they don't call them haunted waters for no reason.
I need to see if I can talk to Hushabath or someone else who might know.
I mean, good luck interrupting her in the middle of her set.
Obviously not, but
Don't you have the?
Otherwise-
don't we all have the phone number of the person that their motley leader.
Gilly or
Gilly.
Will,
Yeah.
yeah. Let me see if... Is Gilly here?
give me a
Wait, I thought Will. I thought
wits and
Fate was
socialize.
talking to Will Turnover.
There's Will Turnover and there's Will
Will
Starkers.
Starkers.
There's two
Will
Wills.
Starkers. Will Starkers. That's it.
Wits and what?
Wits and socialize.
Phage, just for your reference, Alana's fists are balled to the point of white knuckles, and she is just dead eye staring at Hushabeth.
You see Gilly off to one corner, emptying a flute of something. In that sort of need a drink after that one kind of way.
She'll look over at Will, keep their food and drink going, and I look over at Alana. I'll be right back. I'm about to find some answers. And she's gonna walk over to Gilly.
Find them quick before I make a mistake.
Stay where you're at. Have another drink if you need to.
The people who have switched places, some of them were changelings, some of them were humans. And you see Regina making her way. She had been standing there in the group, but apparently was one of the people who got maneuvered by whatever this pulse of energy was, making her way back, seemingly unfazed by the circumstance, but definitely not where she had been previously. Of those people, as you make your way through the crowd, you can see that some of them were changelings, and they're definitely like aware of it. But most of them seem to be like, oh, that was a weird little bit of magic, but nothing bad happened to me, so.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you
so
make
she-
your way over to Gilly.
So she leans over to Gilly's table. Hey there, Gilly.
Our girl starts with a bang.
That she does. Do you happen to know what that was?
That was, if I had to guess, I haven't talked to her about it. That was a winter warning.
Warning of what?
I don't know. Not surprised you saw.
I need to know why individuals were marked. Because some of them I know.
Hushabeth is one of those who can see things coming.
Need to figure out.
And her music plays into that in a way that I'm not entirely... I don't have a full understanding.
I need to find out if the ones who are marked are in danger or if they are the danger.
Let me give Gilly a quick roll here. If I had to guess, sure, you can pretend you have Theban sorcery. Proximal to danger would be my guess. I don't know if it's precise enough to say if they're instigator or victim.
If you can ask Gilly and she can provide any more information, please let me know. Or if you can ask Hushabeth.
Yeah.
Sentence would have come out right.
I'll see if she's got any more insight on that herself.
I know sometimes the magic doesn't even make sense to the one who uses it, but if she knows anything more, I'd like to get ahead of this before it becomes a problem.
All right.
Thank you. Again, if you need anything, let me know.
For sure. One
She'll
queen
make
to
her-
another.
She'll nod. That was you.
What was?
Uh-huh. All right. No hard feelings.
She gives you a wry grin. Kind of raises her eyebrows.
I know Gilly's Winter Court, right?
No, she's Autumn. She was the
Oh, she-
Autumn Queen. She was
Yeah.
she
Yeah,
was
she was the
elected.
Autumn Queen, right? I thought
Yeah,
it was. I thought it was Coffin for some reason.
Oh yeah, no. Coffin is also Autumn.
Yeah. Okay. Hushabeth is the Winter one. Okay.
Hushabeth is a Winter Court member. Yep.
Statement still stands. And she'll make her way back.
And as Megan and Liz return from harvesting some glamour, Akujin prepares to go up to a roof. And Alana starts to feel her heart rate settle, which is probably the same thing you could say for Lark. That's where we'll close for the evening.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.